The Adelsons didn't keep kosher and they paid for the catering, so it's not that big of a deal that they told people it was kosher and it wasn't. I've gotten a couple comments like this on my podcast clip where I'm explaining the Adelson Markel wedding debacle with the catering to my friend Rob on my podcast Halfsies this week. I wanted to talk about Donna Adelson's trial, so I'm kind of bringing him through a little bit the Cliff's Notes of the case. And I couldn't disagree with this comment anymore. I'm not Jewish. I was raised Catholic. I'm not that big of a fan of religion anyway, but I can tell you one thing. When someone has a dietary restriction, you respect it. I'm gluten-free. If I went to a wedding and I was told, like, it's fine, like, just tell her it's gluten-free. First of all, that makes me ill for a month. And it's not tethered to any sort of belief system of mine. Like, I just can't eat it or I get very, very sick. If you had a vegan guest at a wedding and you drench their food in chicken broth or something and said, like, don't worry about it, it's like, they won't know. We were just trying to make it taste better. That would be a really offensive thing to do. That would ruin the friendship. Now, imagine you're Dan Markel, who is religious. He is a conservative Jew, but also, like, he just wants to become more Jewish. And that is something that Wendy knows about the man she is marrying. So he invites, like, a bunch of officials. He invites a bunch of Orthodox people, rabbis high up in the temple. I don't really know how to describe, you know what I'm talking about, like higher people in the religion than him. He invites them to the wedding to be guests, honored guests, I'm assuming, in some sense. And while they're at the wedding, Dan has found out that the food that he was told was going to be kosher is not kosher. Some of these people have already been eating, and he has to say, I'm so sorry, there was a mix-up, like, total miscommunication, I guess. Like, I guess you could say it's a miscommunication, but even that is a huge buy. You can't eat this food, and then they have to leave. They leave. You can't feed your wedding guests, and a lot of them have to leave. And I don't know if the ones who were already eating it have to go immediately do something, but I would not be surprised if they have to do something to, I don't know, atone or cleanse or whatever. It's very weird to tell a religious Jewish person, a conservative Jewish person, don't worry, we've got it. We're going to handle the food the way that you want. We're paying for the catering. We'll take care of this. And then to not do it, to try to sneak around it, that is dishonesty. That's known as dishonesty in this business, baby. That is not a good foundation for marriage. It's like, oh, we're going to lie to you about something that has, like, a real significance. This isn't saying, like, we're gonna get peonies and, like, getting a flower that kind of looks like them. That's not that. That wouldn't be nice, but it would be forgivable. To me, this is, like, such a disrespect. And, like, it's at the reception, so they're already married. It's like they're tricking him into thinking that they're going to respect him. And then he has to spend his wedding day walking up to people saying, I am so sorry. I was actually misled about the catering. You need to do what you need to do, but this is not, what you've been eating is not safe for you to eat. That's insane. And so, like, while I'm not, to me, like, Dan's Jewishness and, like, how conservative he was with it is not even close to the most interesting thing here with all of this, but, like, the Adelsons were, in my opinion, downright anti-Semitic towards Dan. At times. Like, that's an example of true anti-Semitism. Like, celebrating his death with a fucking paella. Like, the one thing a kosher person could probably never eat. Weird. Donna Adelson pitching that they convert the boys to Catholicism or Islam as, like, a way to get back at him and to make him feel separated from his boys. I don't know. To me, I feel if I unalived someone or was part of unaliving someone and I did all of those things as well, I think you could almost look at what I did as a hate crime, personally. Like, the totality of all of these things is very bad.